Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's been a long time since we've driven in Europe and we're back over in France. Today we're going to play around with the new Volvo construction DLC and do a delivery with that from Bordeaux in France to the island of Corsica, which we've actually never been to in the game. So let's jump right in and start driving a little bit and get started here. So I actually already arranged for the job. It was actually 2 hours across the city of Bordeaux before we got there. So quite a long haul to get there and pick it up. So we're going to kind of continue on this highway here. We don't have the trailer hooked up yet, and we'll talk as we get closer to the job. But I'm very curious to see how it feels to drive in Europe after not driving in Europe for about 20-something episodes of American Truck Simulator. I was watching FM Greeno drive the other day in Europe, and I was kind of like, wow, the roads are so narrow over here. I don't know how we didn't hit things. And the trucks, yes, I'm convinced that. So I did one episode of Euro Truck Simulator just to kind of set the stage here a little bit. Did one episode of Euro Truck Simulator a few weeks ago after doing a bunch of episodes of the American Truck Simulator. And I couldn't back up to save the life here in Euro Truck Simulator. It was the very last episode, I think, in the series. I couldn't back up to save my life. And I think what it is that I've gotten used to the trucks in American Truck Simulator, which handle very differently. So I'm curious to see if we can back up today. I actually, with the construction equipment, think it might be one of those articulated trailers, so I don't think we're going to have we'll have the option, but I don't think it's one of those possible jobs to back it up. So we might not see how the backup handles today, but I'm curious just to see how it feels to drive in Europe. I've already noticed it's harder to stay in the lanes because the lanes just feel narrower, but hopefully we can dial in our A game here and not hit things and have a safe journey and stuff. I think this is going to be a big trailer because it's that construction equipment. It's an excavator, so it's going to be massive. But anyway, I'm babbling on before we even picked up the trailer. We'll see you when we get to the trailer. Alrighty, so we are here at this construction company, Baptiste, and here is our excavator. I think this is an articulated load again. Oh my goodness, how are we going to get it out? We'll have to take it all the way around, I think, to get it out, right? Wow, this is a big thing here. Okay, with these European roads. Wait a second. We can't go around it. We have to... Do we have to turn around here? Wait. I want to check this out before we pick it up, because we're not going to get out of here. Can we come down here? No, this is just a dead end, right? Yeah, there's no way out of here. So somehow we have to pick this up and take it out of here? How are we going to do that? So we have to pick it up and turn it and take it out of there? Wow, that feels challenging. Just in its start, right? Oh, I think because maybe that's under construction, we can't get out. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so... Oh, it's not articulated. It's just a regular trailer. It's just a smaller one. Okay. I have a plan then. Okay, we'll just try to get at it. We're going to do it the most direct way, which means we're going to pull over here, face this way when we pick it up, and then just try to take it out that way. So we'll try to come in at it from this angle, maybe? Am I getting too fancy here? The goal is to pick it up from the side, and we can just turn right out this way. Already facing this way. That.
Fahrt vorsichtig.
All right, here's a look at our trailer. We're not going to make that corner, are we? There's no way we make that corner. Unless we can jackknife it. Or even... Oh, I have an idea. I know what we have to do, of course. We're going to go over here and now back it up. Like that. That's what we do. For sure. And now... need a little more room, but we're getting there. Now we should be able to just take it right out. Right? Maybe? That working? Seems to be cooperating with us. Okay, there we go. That was challenging. Hope the rest of the ride's easier than that. And anyway, we've got our load now. It's a pretty heavy load. It asked us to check out to make sure that our truck was up for it. But this is a level... We have most of the upgrades, I think, now, if not all of the upgrades for level 28. So we have a lot of hauling power on this cab here. I think we're going to be okay in terms of power. It's just a matter of not hitting stuff. So we'll get going. Oh, let's see how we do in the rotary here. I haven't done a rotary for a long time. We'll be okay, right? Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just like riding a bike. The truck's going to not come through, right? Good. Alrighty. Perfect. All right, so we'll get going here. It's going to get dark soon, and we're going to need to sleep, but we'll check in. Wow, that truck didn't even stop. We'll check in as we get on the highway here and get on our going. We got, I think it's a 4 or 5 hour drive, and then some ferries, and then we're going to be in Corsica. So excited to see Corsica, and excited to pull this thing along, and we'll touch base as we get out on the highway. All righty, so we're on the highway now, making our way out of Bordeaux. It's fun to drive in Europe again. I feel like... Again, the trucks are, I've said this before, the trucks are nimbler, but I feel like now that I know the truck's handled differently, I can kind of dial my head and wrap my head around it and kind of think Euro Truck Simulator 2 driver rather than American Truck Simulator 2 driver, and maybe we'll be okay here. So far, it feels like it's handling pretty comfortably. But it's about 7 o'clock now on Friday. The weekend is just starting in game time. And we're cruising along at a nice steady 83 kilometers an hour, just slightly over the speed limit. We've got a place to sleep right up here, and we're going to take advantage of it because it's an easy place to sleep. So we will do that, and then might as well get some gas while we're here too, I suppose.
Okay, lass uns eine neue Route finden.
And then we'll get back to things here. It says it's a 24-hour. Gosh, these are so narrow compared to American. It's a 24-hour delivery here, but most of this is going to be on ferries. And I was thinking, I wondered if we could make it to the ferry before we needed to sleep. But we do need to sleep before that. So we're going to sleep here, and that'll take care of everything. Come on, gas. Press and hold. I am. Is it the sense key? Oh, there we go. That's different. So yeah, we'll get it gas filled up here. We'll take a little nap, and we'll see you in about 8 hours of game time. All right, we got a good 8 hours of sleep, and while we were sleeping, we made 26,000 euros. So, whoops, we got a truck bearing down us here on the left-hand side. Let's get back out there now. There we go. It is nice. I forgot how nice it is to make money while you sleep. And that makes me more determined than ever in American Truck Simulator to get our third truck and start building up the company. Because if you've been following the American Truck Simulator series, we have one truck and driver, Jana Kay, who really, I don't think she drives very much. I think she literally probably just plays video games all the time because she barely makes us any money. She's pretty much next to useless. And that's the only driver we have. And then I've been kind of not being able to resist spending money on the upgrades in the truck. So we're really not making any money. We're kind of just treading water there financially. So we've got to get back to America and get another truck. But Europe, however, is quite the opposite. Because in Europe we have what? Let's just take a quick look-see here. Do we have like 10 drivers or something like that? I kind of forgot. Driver manager. Oh my goodness. We have 11 drivers. So we just sleep and make money and life's good here. We started with 50,000 euros and we play in like an hour and now we have 76,000 euros. That's a good deal. So it's anyway, we'll keep plugging along here. It's 4:40 on Saturday morning now. We slept through our Friday night. We're going to head down to I think we're heading into Spain to take the ferry across to Corsica. So that should be fun. And we might go to Sardinia, then switch to another ferry across to Corsica. So, and I think there's an achievement, right, for going to all the cities in Corsica, maybe? If I'm not mistaken. In any case, it'll get us some more cities for the French achievement. So we'll stay busy here, and we'll see you as we get perhaps a little bit more as the sun's coming up here. So the sun's coming up to our east, and we've driven a couple hours now. I guess this stretch of France was bigger than I thought it was. I thought it'd only be about 4 hours to the coast and to the ferry, but it might actually be closer to 8 to 10 hours of driving before we get to the ferry. Because we've been driving a couple hours, and we still have quite a ways to go here. So, yeah, it looks like it's a longer drive than I thought, but we'll make the most of it here. I don't know how much I forget how much we're supposed to make, but I think it's a good chunk of change. Might be close to 50,000 or something like that, barring accidents and other things like that. I did get one traffic violation at the little construction spot just before we picked the trailer up. So far, the delivery's been perfect, although it doesn't matter really, other than just kind of money we're going to lose. There's no objective we're trying to get by having a perfect delivery here. But we did get a fine before we picked up the trailer, right in front of the place, because there was a recruiting agency down past the pickup spot. So I wanted to pick that up because we hadn't seen it yet, to collect it, because there's an achievement for getting all the recruitment agencies in the game, and it helps because then you have a greater pick of drivers when you're hiring, et cetera, et cetera. And in the process of going down to there, I ran through that light in that little construction area in front of where we picked up the trailer. So 360 euros, not too bad, I think, altogether. Now, of course, the big news that came out, I think, yesterday or today in the game is version 1.42 is coming out. And people seem to be pretty excited about it. The beta is open now. This isn't that. This is 1.41. The beta is open. But, as I looked at it, I wasn't quite sure what the big differences were. Because it says multiplayer, right? But there's already kind of multiplayer available. So is it just... And I could look this up, of course. I could read more about it, but I just haven't had a chance to yet. Because work's been busy and it's just started the weekend and stuff like that. But is it just that multiplayer is bigger with 1.42? And you can have more trucks in the same world or something like that? It's like full multiplayer mode? Which would be kind of interesting. I as much as that appeals to me, I'm not sure I'd want to drive in a world with a ton of people that I don't know. Because it's online, right? There's gonna be a lot of crazy people, I would think. So I would kind of like to drive with people I trust. I just wonder how it's all going to work, and I guess I just don't know what it means. I have to kind of learn more. If you know, and you kind of know the basics, and have a moment to share them in the comments or so, I'd be very curious to hear how it's all supposed to work out. And then I think there's a couple of other little things with 1.42, but other than that, I didn't see anything that well paid. Alrighty. I didn't get a chance to see any kind of the other features that are going to be there, what the tweaks were, the modifications or something like that. But 1.42, that's a big adjustment too. And I wonder when the next DLC will be. It's probably going to be east of Russia, or the eastern heart of Russia, right? The next expansion to the east in Europe here. Just kind of thinking, because they went with Wyoming, and I don't think Texas is going to be for a while. So it's got to be Russia next, right? And I wonder if there'll be an event for Euro Truck Simulator sooner than later, too. Because the Wyoming event goes for a long time. They're letting that one run for quite a bit of time. I think it's is it like November? Or the whole month of October? So it'd be nice if they had another event. It'd be nice if they had a Euro Truck Simulator 2 event, too. But anyway, yeah. So we'll just keep kind of making our way here. I feel like I'm starting to dial into Euro Truck Simulator 2 as well. And I was thinking about what to do in Euro Truck Simulator. And I kind of waffle around and stuff like that. I was looking at some of the Scandinavian achievements. I think those might be fun to try for. And I was looking at the French achievements. Oh, we'll talk about this later. Yeah, let's drive a little bit. So we'll see in a while. So we are now 5 hours into our drive, cutting across France to get down to Spain to take the ferry. And we still have a good ways to go. I'd say we're only 2/3 of the way there. So this is looks like altogether going to be about a 9-hour drive by the time we get there. I didn't realize it was this far. The sense of distance is way off now. But it's been a pretty easy drive, all 4-lane highway, 2 lanes each direction, and it makes it pretty easy going. So we're making good time, and we've got plenty of sleep and plenty of gas and stuff, and got a slow truck in front of us. We'll have to solve this in a moment. But other than that, yeah, we're doing okay. So to go back to that original point, though, I was thinking what to do next. And I was looking at some of the Scandinavian achievements. Those look like fun. Then I was thinking, it'd be nice to get some of the French achievements, too. And the only thing is, there's 3 very specific ones in France. And you have to make deliveries to specific deliveries to specific companies in specific cities. And I know what they are, I just can't find the pickups for them. So I'm not quite sure. I poke around and look and poke around and look. Whoa, truck, don't stop. Ugh. All right, let's go. Oh, how to drive and get yourself killed. Stop when merging on a highway. Alright. Okay, now everybody's stopping. Good. Let's go, car. Cut this truck off. Alright. Gosh, this dump truck makes me nervous. Oh, now he's changing lanes just because. Why not? But, yeah, so the ones I'm looking at, there's a Go Nuclear achievement in France, which says deliver to 5 French nuclear plants, which means you have to deliver to the company Nucleon in 5 specific cities. But I can never find a delivery to Nucleon in any of those cities. There's one called Check In, Check Out, which is delivered to all 6 French cargo airport terminals, which is the FLE Spedition company in 6 specific cities, but I can't find any of those. I can't find any of them. Like, there's just none available. Like, unless they have to be picked up at very specific cities, and I just don't know the cities yet. I have to poke around on the internets here to see if we could figure out some more information. And then that third one is gas must flow, which is delivered diesel or petrol to all 7 French truck stops called Eco in 7 specific cities. But once again, I never see deliveries available to those, regardless of where we are in France. So not quite sure how to get those deliveries to be able to get those achievements. But it'd be fun to work on those. Those would be kind of a nice series of achievements to work on. They'd probably take, well, they take at least, 7, 6, 13, 18 deliveries. So that's quite a bit of driving around France. That'd be kind of fun to get some of those core deliveries in the first DLCs. But something to think about. If you know something about how to make those work, I'd be curious, because I haven't, just by playing the game, I haven't looked online or anything, but just by playing the game, I haven't seen anything to make that work out. But we'll keep going here. We are in Spain or close to Spain pretty soon, I think. And we've made 93,000, well, we have 93,000 euros now, just from driving these hours. It's amazing when you have 12 truck drivers. I should stay in a lane here. 12 truck drivers, how much money you make. Gosh, I'm envious now. My American Truck Simulator alter ego is envious of the Euro Truck Simulator 2 alter ego, because it's got such an... And this isn't even Empire. If we could get... I think this is at the point now where the money gets really ridiculous, right? Where it's just going to start rolling in. Which would be kind of fun. Kind of fun to play an episode and just buy a base every episode. This must be the border, right? And we're going really fast. To Spain! Hola! Alright, so we'll see you as we get close to the ferry to Sardinia. So we've left the main highway now. We are in the outskirts of Barcelona. And I think, yes, I can see the ferry line coming up ahead. So we're going to kind of wind our way through the city here a little bit and get on the ferry. And that should get us some sleep, which we need. That was actually a long drive. It was about a little bit over 8 hours to get here.
Nimm die Ausfahrt rechts.
Okay, go this way. Port. Yes, that must be the right place to go. Wow, these roads are so narrow, aren't they, compared to American Truck Simulator. I think it was Commander Roddy was asking if I was going to feel claustrophobic, and I'm not sure. I don't feel claustrophobic, but everything feels smaller. Whoa. No damage. We're okay. That's the first thing I've hit on this trip. But yeah, everything definitely feels narrower, closer, smaller. It's like Legoland. What are we doing here? We have to go all the way around? Did I do something wrong? This feels really odd. To go completely around here? There's no way we get through this without hitting something. Wow, what a odd rotary. Just going to take up both lanes. Hopefully block everything. God, don't hit me. Ooh. Do we go right here? Nope. Go straight through here. That car's going to go, isn't it? Gosh, these cars are crazy. We're in the outside lane, too. It's like... Welcome to Europe. Alright, that looks like a big boat. That must be where we're going here. Okay. I can feel like a knot in my stomach going through that rotary. That was the ultimate Euro Truck Simulator 2 rotary, where you come off the highway, do a complete loop. That was like 2 360s there. That was crazy. That one car tried to cut us off too, but looks like we're home here, at least to the ferry. We could use the sleep too, so that's good. Alrighty, here we are. Boat time. Get our excavator here, right on side. And perfect time for sleeping while we travel the waters. There we go. To Sardinia. Where do we want to go? Ah, that's it. Porto Torres. And then we go drive across and take another short ferry.
Neu berechnen.
Alrighty. Oh, I heard a ding of money. Oh, that was probably what we had to pay. Someone picked up, by the way, 27,000 euros for us. 23,000 euros. We have 132,000 euros already. Just so we've made 80,000 euros, and that's not even the money we're going to make from this one. So we could probably buy a new truck again and hire a new driver. Just from...
Neue Route finden.
What? Oh, we're supposed to pick our next destination from...
Biege nach links ab.
A little confused here. So not, did we take the ferry from here across to there? It wants us to take another ferry here. I'm kind of confused. Maybe we just get this ferry and then we go to the next spot? Is that what we do? Oh, yeah, we just take the ferry right there. Cool. We'll do that.
Neu berechnen.
We might be there. I think. Ajaccio, nice. That gives us 18 out of 31 French cities. Wow, there's a lot of French cities. And the first of 6 cities in Corsica. Perfect. So I think we definitely want to get that achievement, to drive around Corsica and get all the cities here. First time to visit Corsica. What the heck time is it? You go out this way. It is, oh, sunrise. Perfect. Looks like a tricky corner. Okay, maybe we're okay. So we are only 13 minutes away from our delivery. Oh, trailer damage 1%. Cut that corner. I should have seen that. Sloppy. And there we go. Alrighty, looks like we got a question mark here to pick up on the way too. It's about 4 minutes away now. The sun's coming up. It's just starting to get light here, making our way through the rotaries of, see this, Ajaccio? And we are almost there. And I think we might be able to back this one up, right? Because it's not articulated. Although, I think they are in American Truck Simulator. They must have different trailers. But everything's just bigger, longer in American Truck Simulator, huh? But we are here, passing the BHV company. We should be very shortly to our destination. This was a fun little trip. And all in all, I feel like I had that 1% damage. That was a bad turn for sure. But I feel like my brain's starting to adjust to the narrow roads again here too. So here we are. We gotta do one of these tight right turns. I can't go until you go, buddy. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight turn here. It's a long trailer for this.
Wir sind da.
There's no way we make this turn. You can see the trailer's gonna hit stuff on the back there. Oh, I got an idea. Okay. To go past it and in like this and then back up to it. I'm gonna stick way out onto the highway. Hope we don't hit anything. That's probably not how you should drive trucks, right? I hope we don't hit anything. Sometimes you just have to trust the... What? Trailer damage? Oh, there's a car out there. Get out of the way, car. Well, I guess we already hit it, right? Oh, we were already on that. Making a mess of this here. 90. Right there. Yeah, we're going to take it on. Yeah, here we go. Alrighty, so the plan is to just curve it all the way and drop it into that spot way on the other side of the lot here. See how this goes. Despite the fact that this doesn't look good, I have a plan. That was hard, but I learned something. It's the turning radius is so much tighter on the European trucks because you can just drop it right in. They're kind of generous on that one for sure. But American truck, you have to the turning is so much slower. These you can turn the trailer so much faster, and that's the adjustment I think you have to make for Europe. So, yeah, pretty happy. It took me a while, but I feel like I learned a lot of the differences between parking in Euro Truck Simulator 2 and parking in American Truck Simulator 2. So, alrighty, there we go. Let's get our money here. And we are happy. We have a lot of money now. Damage fines, skill level, skill. We're gonna get the next level here. 28. Oh yes, level 28 as well. Only 2 levels to go to be level 30. 26,000 euros. And let's do just-in-time delivery. Sure, why not? Apply. Excellent. And let's see how much money we've got here. 169,000. So we'll hold on to the money until the next episode. This one actually took a while. So we'll buy something in the next episode and stuff. I'm not sure whether we'll go back to American Truck Simulator, stay with Euro Truck Simulator. I kind of want to drive in Europe for a little bit, figure out what to work on and stuff like that. So we'll do some things. We'll see you again in a few days in the next episode. And it feels good to be back in Europe. Have a great weekend, everybody.